Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. So let's go ahead and open up the box. So in this box is a Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. And now let's go ahead and open up the box. But of course, cutting apart the sticky tape. That's keeping the box securely sealed. And flipping the box slats open, just taking a direct look into the box. Let's lift the styrofoam packaging out and setting that to the side, and you can see the Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder right there. Let's slide it out from its cardboard packaging. And continuing to remove the contents from the box packaging, let's just make sure by removing the styrofoam as well, so you can see behind that styrofoam packaging was this booklet or user manual. Let's set that down and continue to remove the contents from the box packaging. So this appears or feels like the power adapter, and just making sure by removing that last piece of styrofoam packaging and checking underneath it, and of course in the box to make sure nothing is left behind. We can set the box to the side and just rearranging the contents from the box packaging and setting them in the middle on the tabletop in frame, so you can see the contents that we've removed from the Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder's plain cardboard box packaging. So right there are the contents. Let's start off by first taking a look at this user manual or user guide. So you can see it is just a single folded A4 sheet. Let's open it up. So there is the front and the back. And taking a close-up look at the details of the automatic watch winder. So just taking a look at the later page first, right there with the FAQ and warranty information. And then of course the details and specifications of the watch winder. Okay, so right there. And right there's some troubleshooting information as well for your reference. And some caution notes as well. So right there is the user manual for the Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. Let's set it down and on the left hand side of the frame. And moving right along, we have this white box here, which is likely to contain the power adapter. So let's open this up. And right there is the power adapter. Let's slide it out from its plain white card box packaging. And popping the power adapter out. So you can see it does have 3 pins there. So it is a British or UK 3-pin plug adapter right there. Just giving you a look as to its details and of course specifications and certifications right there. Up close, and of course the DC pin plug as well right there. And of course, quite importantly, is the cable length. So let's undo the cable tie so that I can show you the length of the cable, which is useful to know when it comes to sighting your Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. So let's undo this cable tie So it's very neatly wound up. Let's see if I can unwind it right there. Voila. And then unwind the cable as well, or power cord. So right there is the length of the watch winder's power adapter cable. So quite long, which is quite good. That gives you plenty of flexibility when it comes to positioning or sighting your watch winder. Okay, so setting the power adapter down, let's move right along to the watch winder itself. I'm just trying to tidy things up slightly so that they don't interfere with the foreground as we try to focus on the watch winder box itself. So right there, power adapter, watch winder, user manual on the side of the frame, on the left hand side. So now we can move right along to the Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder itself. So you can see it is a rectangular or tall square watch winder in the clear plastic bag packaging. Let's open the plastic bag up. So it is taped down with some sticky tape. So very carefully just cut that sticky tape apart and slide the bag off, and be very careful and reuse or recycle that clear plastic bag thoughtfully, and of course keep it away from babies, toddlers and animals. Okay, so here we go, taking a look at the Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. So it does have a PU skin or polyurethane skin cover on an MDF body. So just giving you a look right round. So you can see that carbon fiber effect weave on the watch winder and that red contrast stitching against that carbon fiber effect pattern throughout the watch winder, or at least on the top and front surfaces of the watch winder box lid. So taking a look right round, and of course on the underside. So it's nice to see that this watch winder has a dual power mode operation, so it can be powered either by a mains power adapter, as we've just unboxed on the left hand side of the frame, or it can be powered using batteries. So we'll take a look to see what kind of batteries fit into that battery compartment on the underside to see and confirm, so that we can test the watch winder out in both operating modes. So right there, just giving you a clear look. I'm just going to sweep that little loose bit of styrofoam off. So in the middle of the frame is this Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. I'm just going to turn it around as well, giving you some various looks and angles of this watch winder. So of course that's the back of the watch winder. Right there. Nice good look overall, and of course I'm going to peel off that front protective film. Let's do that right now so we can get a better look at the watch winder. So right there. Nice clear look now. So it does have what I believe to be, yes, a polycarbonate window. So you can look directly into the watch winder and you can see that there is a cleaning cloth in there. So let's lift up that flip top lid. And I'm just going to keep my thumb pressed on the back just in case, because I don't want it crashing down onto my finger. And just giving you a look right there at the cleaning cloth. Just going to set it down on the right hand side of the frame. Now giving you a closer up look, and there is a packet of silica gel or desiccant just to keep the insides dry during storage and transportation. So right there, setting it to the side, and of course you want to keep that away from babies, toddlers, and of course animals and children as well. It's right there giving you a close-up look. So this watch winder, obviously right there looking at that single pillow in the middle, is only for a single watch. And the inside is completely black. And just closing it up to give you another look right there, giving you some idea of the size. Now with the protective film removed, you have a nice clear view directly into the watch winder through its window or exhibition display lid right there. So nice good look all around, and you can see that carbon fiber effect weave pattern, which is a polyurethane skin. As you can see, some slight creasing around the hinge, and of course there is an on-off switch at the back and the socket for the power adapter DC plug to plug into. So right there giving you a look once again, that carbon fiber effect. And of course we'll take a close-up look now. So high contrast, as you can see that pattern, the grey, graphite, and the very stark jet black, creating that very shiny, shimmering carbon fiber effect. So right there, giving you a look at the front as well, and that red contrast stitching against that carbon fiber effect weave. So weight wise, it is reasonably hefty in weight. I mean, for its size, it does have a decent weight to it. Doesn't feel too light either. And it does have a very, very silent Mabuchi motor in it as well that turns the watch winder turntable. So now taking a look at the battery compartment, let's flip that compartment cover off. So it does take two AA batteries, or of course it can be powered using the supplied power adapter. So two modes of operation. So it's nice to have that option of the AA batteries if you want to keep it safe, stowed away in a safe place where there's no mains power supply. So right there, nice good overall look, and of course that felt as well. So it does have a nice felt base right there. So very low profile. Setting it down, as you can see, giving you a look this time around with that protective film off. All the details of this Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder with that red stitching and carbon fiber effect skin. Okay, so nice, good look all around of this Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. So let's take a look closer in on the inside and pop that pillow off, of course. Now just giving you a look. So the hinge does stay up right there. So nice and steady, actually giving you a side profile of this watch winder, so you have a better idea of that size of that windowed lid. So very fine details overall. You can see that very matte black interior of this watch winder, and that turntable right there with the pillow. So giving you a look at the size of the pillow. So resting in my palm right there, giving you some idea of the size, hopefully, but of course we'll put a watch on it in just a moment, but just giving you a look as to the material right there and size of the pillow of this watch winder. And let's see if we can slide the core or center out. So we can do that, so it does give you a bit more flexibility in terms of fitting a watch onto the ring or sleeve of this watch winder pillow. However, we have the core as well if you just want to use or have a much smaller watch in which you want to strap it onto by sliding off that sleeve. It does give you a little bit more adjustability or fitment onto the watch winder pillow itself. So let's slide it back on. So right there, you some idea. So in terms of firmness, it is the core itself. The main cushion in the middle is pretty hard, so it's going to give you a nice secure fitment. However, there is still some softness with the sleeve, and of course the core itself, as you can see, it does deform so that you can comfortably and safely secure your timepiece onto it. So right there is the core or pillow, and now let's set that down and just take a look up close right here, just so you have a better idea of this Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. Okay, so right there, simple pillow that fits in to the slot of the turntable right there, or the watch winder. And just taking a look on the underside of the lid as well. It's right there, nice, simple, sturdy watch winder by Baiwka. Okay, so let's set the watch winder down. Of course, let me do some minor adjustments to the tabletop, just shifting some of the items about just to create more space and less distractions to the foreground, so it doesn't look too cluttered. It's right there. And let's flip open that lid once again. And of course, what we want to do is put the batteries on or into it first. So let's test it out with batteries, and before I strap a watch or fit a watch into the watch winder, because seeing that we have to turn the watch winder upside down to put the batteries in there, or at least to see what we're doing when we try and fit batteries into there. So as I mentioned, 2 AA batteries. So over here I've got 2 Amazon pre-charge rechargeable AA batteries. So they are the Amazon Basics pre-charge rechargeable batteries, which I've unboxed on the channel before, so you can always do a search in the channel to look for the unboxing. And of course, let's slide the 2 batteries into the battery compartment. So you can see right there, Amazon Basics pre-charge rechargeable AA batteries. And let's pop the cover back on. And then we have a power switch at the back. Let's turn it on and let's find out what noise it makes, if it does make any noise. Okay, so you can see nothing is happening. Most likely I've fitted the batteries in the wrong way around. So let's make sure. Nope, so they are correct in orientation. So positive terminal facing the left for the bottom one, and positive terminal facing the right for the top battery slot. Okay, let's try another set of batteries to see if perhaps maybe these ones have run low or out of charge. Let's try another pair of Amazon Basics pre-charge rechargeable batteries. Put them in the slot and turn it on. So you can hear the motor clicking away. Obviously, these batteries don't have enough charge or perhaps insufficient voltage to power the Mabuchi motor. So let's pop these two batteries out and maybe try another set of batteries. So this time around I have a couple of Fuji cell rechargeable batteries. Let's pop them in and just making sure that the power button is off, and let's turn it on. And nope, nothing is happening apart from that ticking noise that you hear. So let's turn it off and move on and try it with the power adapter instead, and that should work. Because sometimes it may be because these are rechargeable batteries, and rechargeable batteries have a slightly lower voltage than standard AA batteries, and some items or electronics might be sensitive to these differences. Okay, so that's that with the rechargeable batteries. Now let's give it a try with the power adapter. So with the supplied power adapter, let's plug the DC plug into the socket at the back. Very simply popping that in, making sure it is nice and secure right there, and plugging the power adapter into a power supply and flipping the power switch on for the power supply. And of course now we flip the switch on at the rear, and you can see that the watch winder is now turning, and that motor is super quiet. So Mabuchi motors are used in watch winders, or at least quality watch winders. And of course now the turning noise is audible because the lid is lifted, so that tends to happen with the lid up. However, if we close the lid, there is no noticeable noise from the watch winder with the lid closed, as it should be when storing your watch. So there we go. So just giving you a look there. And of course, the turns, it does turn for 2 minutes clockwise and then pausing for 6 minutes before turning 2 minutes counterclockwise and then pausing for another 6 minutes, and then it'll keep repeating until you decide to turn the power off. So let's turn the switch off right there and fit a watch onto the pillow of the watch winder. So just popping that pillow off, and over here I have a Tudor Heritage Black Bay Harrods Special Edition, reference 79230G, and it's on the Georgia strap, French nylon NATO watch strap, which I've unpacked very recently. And this one is the navy and green version of the French nylon NATO watch strap by Georgia Strap. And of course, the Tudor Heritage Black Bay Harrods Special Edition I've also unboxed on the channel before, so you can always do a search for either of those two items. So just giving you a look right there. So it does have a 41mm case size, and just giving you a look right there, perhaps for some perspective. Okay, let's fit the watch onto the pillow, and we want to strap that Georgia Straps French nylon NATO watch strap onto it. So just giving you an idea of the kind of size right there. So strapping, and of course we want to make sure it's nice and tight and secure. Don't want it slipping around in the watch winder turntable. So right there is the strap or watch fitted onto the cushion or pillow of the Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. So giving you a look right there, of course, up close and side view as well. So once again, it is a 41mm case size watch, this Tudor Heritage Black Bay Harrods Special Edition. But nonetheless, right there, giving you some idea as to the fitment, especially with this 21mm wide strap. So right there, giving you a look right round. Actually, the strap might be 22mm wide. I can't quite remember, but there we go. Nonetheless, you can always look up those details on this YouTube channel for the strap unboxing or unpacking. So right there, nicely fitted watch on the pillow of the Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. Okay, and now let's pop the watch and pillow into the slot of the turntable right there of the watch winder. So right there you can see it does fit quite nicely, and clearance wise I'm gonna lift it up to give you a better look right there as it sits in the turntable of the watch winder. So nice and simple watch winder right there, of course with a fairly large case size watch right there onto the cushion or pillow of the watch winder. So going further out right there, giving you a more complete view of this watch winder with the watch in there. And now let's flip that lid down, giving you another look, but this time around, of course, with the lid down. So plenty of clearance, as you can see, plenty of space all around the watch winder and watch itself, which is of course the main concern right there, making sure your watch is free from any risk of being damaged. With the lid down, so right there, plenty of space right around the watch, and of course nice and secure as well. Of course, I'm holding the lid down. You can see that the watch is securely fitted into the watch winder slot of the turntable. Right there, a nice thorough look of this Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. Now let's of course flip the switch back on to allow the watch winder to turn, and this time of course a better demonstration now with a watch on the winder itself, because sometimes with watches on the watch winder it might cause a bit of drag or strain if the motor is incapable of supporting the weight and size of the watch. But right there, no issues. Turning away very gently. So I'll do that for 2 minutes in the clockwise direction first, pausing for 6, and then anti-clockwise for another 2 minutes, and then pausing for 6 minutes, and then repeats that cycle. So very astounding, that Mabuchi motor, which we've all come to know and love, being used in high quality watch winders. So right there, giving you a much closer up look as best I can. Obviously there's going to be shadows and possibly poor lighting, but nonetheless try and give you different aspects to this watch winder unboxing. And with the lid down, once again, goes completely silent. So there we go. So 2 minutes has just been reached, so I'll pause for 6 minutes and then turn in the opposite direction. But right here, just giving you a look as it is. Of course, the video unboxing is not going to show you the whole 6 minutes here, but nonetheless giving you some idea of the operation and build quality of this Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. Okay, so let me flip the switch off and back on just to get it to start winding again. So that's the Baiwka Automatic Watch Winder. Thanks for watching and happy winding!